everyone, my name is Chloe and welcome to the start of a weekend reading vlog. So it is Easter weekend, it's Friday, it's like 10 o'clock right now, and you guys, so first of all, if you watched my last vlog, my kids got sick yesterday and they both just have colds, runny nose, gross. Good news is they're excellent sharers, so I was up all night with like a sore throat and a little snotty, a little this, a little that. So just a lovely springtime cold. So today it was gonna be really nice, like 60 something, and so I had this whole plan. We've got like a construction site somewhat close to our house, and so then I ground up some Cheerios and made like sand and dirt for Ainsley, and then got some like construction vehicles from Menards that were like, they're little Tonka trucks or whatever, and they were like $5 for a whole package, and so that was awesome. So I got those and I'm like, okay, cool. So we just spent the 15 minutes getting everybody bundled up and ready to come outside. We started walking, and you guys, it's like blow my kids over windy. It is so windy. So Ainsley was like, I don't want to do this. So we went back inside. And now as soon as Annie goes down, I'm going to let her do the construction site thing. So hopefully she likes it. That'll be our activity of the morning. And then I also, can you guys hear that? I also boiled some more eggs so we can try a different method of dyeing. So we might do that. But y'all, I am just like on the energy struggle bus. So Jeremy is on his way to Kansas City because we put in an offer on a house yesterday and we are willing to fight for this one, but our agent just let me know that putting in an offer at $40,000 over will get us close to the highest offer. Close, you guys. What is this? What is this? Will we ever move? I don't know. So we're trying to like strategize and think of ways to like save money but still sweeten the pot. So I'm really excited. I'm really hopeful. I really want to get this house. So we'll see. We'll see. That is the excitement for today. And I think that's about it life-wise, I think. But anyway, I started this morning the Wedding Game by Megan Quinn, and I'm buddy reading this with Elena from Elena Reads Books. And so far so good. I'm like 100 pages in and I'm really liking it. It's not I don't know, I feel like right now I'm just in a mood where like I need something to be like emotional or thrillery or something to capture my attention. And so this one, it's really cute. Like I said, it's about 3 couples who are on this show where they have to DIY a wedding. And so we're following 2 of them. One is the brother of he and his brother is getting married, and his wife or his fiance is newly pregnant, and the brothers, like, one is very anti-marriage and the other is obviously getting married because they have kind of a history with bad parents and a lot of fighting and that kind of stuff. Not bad parents, but bad marriage, and so a lot of fighting. So there's that. And then the girl, she is a DIY, like she's like a crafter, a professional crafter, and she has like this huge Etsy store or whatever. Well, her brother is gay, and he and his husband were gonna do just a courthouse wedding, and she's like, no, you guys need a legit wedding. So it's them plus then a lesbian couple. And this is like addictively readable. Is that a word? I don't even know. But it's very compulsively readable. It's easy to read. It's fast. It's my first Megan Quinn. I'm really liking it. It's just like a really fun rom-com. If you love wedding stories and like DIY stuff, this would totally be your jam. And I'm liking it, but just nothing exceptional. So that, and then I'm also physically reading She Is Me by Katherine Shine, and this one is a multi-generational story of 3 women. Elizabeth is the youngest. She's got a young son, and she's anti-marriage. We're not really sure what's going on. Maybe some mental health issues going on with her. Then Greta is the middle generation. She's the mom, and she just got a cancer diagnosis. And then Lottie is the oldest, and she is grandma. She's also fighting cancer, and she has always been like known for her beauty, and her cancer is on her face. And so there's a lot of discussion of that and surgeries and things going on. So if cancer is a thing for you, definitely not. This is one of the lowest, or it is the lowest rated book on my shelves. It's a 2.8 in Goodreads. And so I picked it up trying to do like try a chapter tag, but I ended up reading it because the first 2 chapters are like 30 and 40 pages. There's only 10 chapters in the whole thing, and it's like 270 pages. So they're long chapters. But I'm not seeing really why people hate it. I'm 120 pages in or something, and not a whole lot has happened, but it's good. The dialogue is not the best. The writing is not the best, but if it ended right now, I'd say 3 stars. So that is everything, reading-wise, life-wise. Gonna go in and try to keep these kids entertained until Annie's nap, and then Jeremy's gonna call me, like, on his phone, kind of, and do, like, a GoPro situation where I can see the whole neighborhood and the house and everything. So we're gonna do that. Ainsley's gonna do her construction site, etc., etc. So I will check in later. Everyone, it is Saturday. It's like 11:45, and I just snuck up here to hopefully film a couple things really quick before lunch. It is beautiful. It is 65 degrees, and it's going to be like high 70s today, and it's not windy, which is amazing. And so Jeremy and the kids are outside right now. We wanted to go to farmer's market because there's the Easter bunny there. But we are I was up all night just coughing and my throat hurts. So we are still germy. Jeremy is just really now starting to feel bad. And so we still have this cold. So we're not going anywhere. So instead, Ainsley and Jeremy walked down to the construction site so she could play more with her construction toys and see how the construction vehicles are moving. And so they aren't doing much because it's Saturday and it's Easter weekend. But she did see some work. And so now they're just outside, and this morning, you guys, I had these big plans. Every morning I cook way too dang much, really, honestly, because I make dinner every night, and a lot of mornings I have something baked for breakfast, or else a big pot of oatmeal or something. And so today I had stuff for the kids, and then I tried to make this egg sandwich for Jeremy in this little, we have a little egg, skillet that you just flip then either way, and it supposedly works really handy. Well, one, it took forever, and then I don't know how I even did it. The yolk hard boiled and fell out. I flipped it and only the yolk went, and it was so weird. And so that's just kind of how the morning was going. It was a cluster, but so it goes. So yeah, that has been the day, and now I'm hoping to nap, but it's when you have these kind of just congestion colds, when you lay down, you instantly feel 18,000 times worse because everything just pools. So that's kind of how I am right now. So I don't know if I'll lay down or sit in the recliner and read or what I'll do, but I finished The Wedding Game by Megan Quinn, and I think I'll probably give it 3.5 stars. So, like I said, this book is about 3 couples who go on this show called, I forget what it's even called, but they have to do a DIY wedding. So, it's a reality show, very similar to a mix of Project Runway meets Four Weddings meets, I don't know. So every week they have a different element of the wedding that they have to plan, and they've got a budget and that kind of stuff. And I was here for that. I loved that storyline. I wanted to watch the show. I just love that. But there's a host who's kind of not really nice. The couples are 2 lesbians and their mom. They have to have a family member in the group. So two lesbians and one of their moms. Alec is the main male in this book, hero, whatever, love interest, whatever. His brother is marrying his girlfriend who is pregnant, and so there's that going on. And then there's Luna and her brother who is gay, so it's him and his husband, and they all have different reasons. The lesbian couple, why were they even in there? I mean, I know why they were in there. And I feel like Megan Quinn does make some good statements about, lesbians are not all this stereotype. That is silly. Gay people are not this stereotype. And so, I feel like they were kind of in there to make that statement. But otherwise, they were, barely in the book. Except one of them was super grouchy, and so that kind of got referred to a few times. But, I don't know. We didn't get, anything from them. But So Luna and her brother, she signed him up without his knowledge because he just kind of wants to fly under the radar. He got teased a lot for being gay, and so then he didn't want to make a big show about his wedding. And she's like, "No, you deserve a big show." So she like lied about it and signed him up without his willingness. And then Alec, his brother, is like very flamboyant, very flamboyant and straight. And so I liked the way this book like challenged stereotypes. But he is marrying his girlfriend who is pregnant, and they like the winner of this show gets a penthouse in New York. So they're all fighting for this penthouse. So they want to make a better life for their kid. Alec is a divorce lawyer, and he's very jaded from their mother and their father. They had a very tumultuous relationship where they fought all the time, and so he's very anti-marriage. His brother is very marriage pro, and they had a very close relationship, and then that kind of split apart for different reasons. So all of these reasons, these people are on this show. Let me narrow in. And I wanted to know all about the show. I wanted the relationships between the siblings. Like I said, there's a lot going on there. Like between the mom and dad, who were terrible, and the mom is now estranged from Alex. And so there was a lot going on with those relationships. Luna and her brother have some dynamics in their relationship that I wanted to know more about. I wanted to know about the couple that were having the baby, all of that kind of stuff. But what this book actually is a romance between Alec. I want to call him Alex every time. Alec and Luna. They are the siblings of the couples. And we, like, the majority of the book is their romance. It is not the show. And, like, the show is in the background because, of course, they meet that way. They bond over that, etc. But I didn't like either of them. I thought they were both manipulative and both like kind of selfish, and they both like felt like they knew what was best for everybody else. And I just didn't like them. I didn't like either of them. Like I really didn't like Alec at first, but then like thinking about Luna, and like they kept secrets from each other, from their siblings, all that kind of stuff because they thought they knew what was best. And I just don't like that. Like, communicate. We are all adults here. There's a secret relationship going, like Alec and Luna keep their relationship secret. And so I just didn't like all that. I felt like both of them were very manipulative and self-serving, and they kind of like got together for that. But I don't know. So 3.5 stars because I really liked the premise of the show, and I liked those elements. Like I said, we didn't get like anything about the lesbian couple, so I really would have liked more about that and more about the show. Like they definitely could have developed it because the host also had some things going on that just kind of started and stopped. And so if you want a straight romance, pick up this book. It was good. It was my first Megan Quinn. It's very well written, very compulsively readable. I think I tried to say that yesterday, but like the writing style is great and the dialogue is great. I laughed out loud at multiple points. Like it was a very good book but for a straight romance to like be anything great for me, I really have to connect to the characters or like love the setting, and I just didn't like it, and I didn't even like buy into it because a lot of times in romances, like the vulnerability moment or whatever that happens where the two people become vulnerable with each other and like become connected, a lot of times that doesn't feel authentic to me, and that was kind of the case in this one where it's like I just didn't feel like it was really in character. So I don't know, really my main problem is I didn't like Alec or Luna. So I know, like, Elena, I'm buddy reading this with Elena, and she's loving it. I don't think she's quite finished, but she is loving it. So take my review with a grain of salt, knowing that I love women's fiction. I wanted to know the whole picture. I'm not as big of a fan of straight romance. The other thing that I did appreciate about this book is that it is pretty slow burn. Like, it takes a while for their relationship like to develop physically, and they definitely like establish that emotional connection before they take anything physical, and then it does get somewhat steamy at times. And so if you are 100% no steam, don't read this book. I was really hoping honestly that it would be Fade to Black, and I know some of you are probably like cringing like hearing me say that, but it wasn't. But it took probably 2/3 of the book to really get like a steam level. So all that to say, 3.5 stars. I'm definitely looking forward to reading more Megan Quinn. I just didn't like these main characters, and so I didn't buy into the couples, and I wanted, like, we started with the show elements, and so that is what I wanted. That was what I was there for, and I felt let down by that. So that's my review on that. I have not read any more, and She Is Me, and I think like that's really all I'm doing. So I don't know what I'm going to pick up next. I'm honestly kind of feeling a little slumpy. I have found a podcast that I'm loving. It's like two Australian women talking about nutrition and stuff, and I can't remember what it's called, but it is so good. And so I'm just kind of wanting to do that, and then like just feeling crummy. I don't have a lot of mental focus. So I don't know what I'll pick up next, but I will check in and let you know. Hey everyone, it is Sunday. Happy Easter. We have just had the best day. It's like 1:30 and we just finished up lunch and stuff, and today has just been so much fun. So we got up, had breakfast, and then I made some I always make peanut butter and almond butter just by roasting the nuts and then blending them. And lately I've been making like mixed nut butters and just kind of throwing everything on a cookie sheet and roasting it and blending it. And it's really been great. So today I felt like I just had like a really pretty spread of walnuts and pecans and almonds and peanuts. And so we made a bunch of nut butter, and that was good. Then put Annie down for her morning nap, and we went outside into the Easter bunny. And you guys, I had tried to be like super stealthy about going out there and hiding all the eggs, and I did it while the kids are awake. Mistake number one. And so Ainsley, like, I guess was in here with Jeremy, and she like flipped out because she thought I was searching for the eggs by myself. And so she was like, why does mom have to do it alone? I want to go out and do it. And but anyway, we went and found all the eggs, and I don't know what video I mentioned it in, but I just bought an assortment off Amazon that was like 48 or something pre-filled eggs with a bunch of different toys and things, and they're all like kind of like gumball machine toys or whatever, they're super cheap, and it was like $10 or $15 for the whole set. And so I didn't know what was in them. It was just an assortment. I hid 20. We found them and went through all the stuff, and like I'm really excited for all of it to be done because a lot of it is kind of small pieces. But Ainsley was overjoyed. Like, it was such bliss. And it's like, when I think about why I do all the stuff I do, it is moments like that. Like, I got this picture of her that I need to have framed because it's just pure innocence and bliss, and she was so excited. And so then we came in, and I don't really know what we did. She played with the toys and stuff, and we did dishes. Like, I don't know, nothing that exciting. And then we dyed more Easter eggs with the rice method. So you just soak your eggs in vinegar again, and then you put a bunch of food coloring in rice in baggies, and then you put your eggs in there and squish them around and stuff. And they made the prettiest and like darkest, most like best colored eggs. And the prep took like 2 minutes. The cleanup took 2 minutes. I would highly recommend doing that if you, especially if you have little kids. Like, it was awesome. So we did that, and then ate lunch. We watched church. That's really everything we've done today, but it has just been so fun. And last night my parents dropped by a giant coloring book, and like, when I say giant, it's like as big as my child. And so we've been coloring a lot, and it's like so big that it takes up the whole table, so we can all color on the same picture. And so that's really fun. And yeah, that's been our day. So now it's almost nap time, and I am really tired. We're all still sick. I think like Ainsley is almost all better. I feel like I'm on the mend, but not quite there. Annie's not quite there. Jeremy's not quite. Like, I feel like Ainsley got it, and then 12 hours later Annie got it, and then 12 hours later I got it, and then 12 hours later Jeremy's got it. So that's kind of been the cycle of things. So as far as reading goes, I'm still reading She Is Me by Kathleen Shine, and I'm almost done with it. I just have not finished it. Just been kind of busy and like tired, and so I haven't finished it, but it's okay. I mean, it's like right now it's a 3-star read. I don't know why people dislike it so much, but I'll go through reviews when I'm done and see if I can figure it out. Anyway, so I'm still reading that, and then I also picked up Because You're Mine by Rhea Rhea Fry, maybe, I don't know, but this is so good. So this is a book that came out in 2019, and yet I have not heard anything about it. And so this is about really two mothers, Grace and Lee, and their friends, but it's mostly about Lee, and Lee has a special needs son. So he's 8 or 9 or something like that, and he has a some sort of sensory processing disorder, where he is just very, very, very sensitive to everything, and he needs things to be very routine and very predictable, and to the point that he is homeschooled by an occupational therapist named Noah, and they have like a very structured life, and he eats the exact same breakfast every day. Like, he needs to know what's coming, and he's a highly sensitive child, and so her life revolves kind of around that. She's a single mom. She is a hairdresser, and then a group of friends invites her to go on a little like weekend vacation, and she has never ever done that. And so now Noah is like this really big part of their lives. He eats dinner with them, etc. And she kind of has a crush on him. And anyway, so she asks Noah if he will keep the child. And Noah says yes. The kid says he's good with it, everything. Well, Lee has some mental health issues, and some things happen on this girl's trip that then lead to somebody dying. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to say anything more about it, but I'm really, really liking it. So I wasn't quite sure where it was going to go, and it switches perspectives between Lee, Grace, who is one of her friends, and Noah, and I like all the interconnections and things, and so far, so good. I'm really liking it. I'm about halfway, I would say, and so I don't know. We'll see where that goes. So as far as this vlog goes, I think I'm going to end it here. This afternoon, we don't really have any plans. I started the crock pot today, so that's awesome. And we've kind of done most of our Easter stuff. If we do anything else, I will put clips in at the end, but I don't think we're going to. It's beautiful outside, you guys. It's still windy, but it's like 80 degrees. And so being outside this morning at like 10 o'clock, it was still like 65 and just perfect. And right now it's perfect in the shade. I'm wearing a sweatshirt, but it is perfect. So we may just go outside after nap and just hang out and enjoy the day. So that is everything. How was your Easter if you celebrate? Let me know what you did. Let me know if you have any like foods or anything like that you eat on Easter, because we don't. And like, I have plates that are the shape of eggs, and so we ate on that, but otherwise, and like we ate our dyed Easter eggs. So other than that, we have not really eaten anything special, and we're not planning on it. So let me know if you have any Easter traditions. And that's it. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.